Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alejandra Valdez, and I had a channeling earlier today, and it kind of wiped me out, and I ended up falling asleep. And I woke up, um, made some dinner, and I was gonna post it via like texting it on Facebook, but God didn't call me to not speak the truth. So I got to speak it. I can't just write it out. I have to state it. So here I go. Here I am. So this late this morning, I woke up early this morning and started about my business and got a huge channeling, and it just wiped me out. So yeah, the channeling was there was a mom, and she had children, and there was some type of room, I think maybe a basement, or I don't know, maybe even an attic, but it looked like it was down, like down the stairs or something. And looked like she was fighting, fussing, arguing, or whatever. She was using the child as a bartering chip for financial gain and for the home that a family member of that child left for that child. Now, it's that child's inheritance. It belongs to that child. This person doesn't want to lose her status, her income, her comfort zone. So she's using that child as leverage to force herself to maintain that status, to maintain that wealth, to maintain her finances. She doesn't want to lose at any cost. So she's using that child as a bartering chip. She's using that child as a way of controlling and manipulating a situation so that she doesn't lose. In this channeling, there was a man that was trying to protect this child from this mother, from his own mother. His own mother. Here was this man trying to protect this child from his own blood mother, trying to make sure that nothing happens to this child. And he's stuck there trying to protect this child from his own mother, who's trying to cause this child damage, hurt, pain, just to keep that guy, that gentleman there, and in order to continuously like come up on money, on status, on a lifestyle where she doesn't have to do anything, where she could just sit back and have that house and have that money and tap into it freely. So I don't know if maybe she might have lost a job and she doesn't want to go back to work. I have no idea, but I do know that there's an abusive mother out there using a child for leverage to hold on to a man that even though it doesn't have that child's same blood, wants to protect that child against all odds to his own mother that wants to cause him harm and use him as leverage, knowing that this man loves that child and is going to protect that child. So here's a mom using their own son. The son was like maybe about 10, 12. And here she is using him as blackmail to keep this man in a relationship. and abusing this man and that child to maintain her status, to maintain her wealth, the home. Now, I do believe the child might have come from a lineage of Native American blood, because he did look tanned, like a tan skin. He did look like he had hair around his neck, right about here. He looked, I'm about 5'4", so he looked like he was right around maybe my upper weight, like right around here. So he looked like right around here. So like I said, I was gonna write this out because I'm being heavily watched. I'm still being gang stalked because I'm telling my, what God tells me to say. So I'm channeling God's messages so these people can stop. I don't know who it is, but I'm channeling these messages so somebody can hear them and help these people to be stopped, because their cruelty knows no bounds. So I'm being watched heavily. I'm getting gang stalked, and they're coming by trying to distract me, and I'm just maintaining my peace, and I'm keep going forward with God's purpose. But this is what's happening. Somebody, somewhere, their mom is using this child as leverage to force someone to stay with them. This type of thing's got to stop. It's sad. A child is not leverage. A child's a blessing. A child is love. How can you have a child and use your child as leverage and use your child as a bargaining chip or a way to come up? You have 2 hands, you have 2 feet, you can work. You're a grown person. And as a mom, we are built to protect our children. We are built to love our children. We are built, okay, to nurture, to love on our children. That's what we're built to do. We're built to nurture and love on our children, to protect them from harm. We're built to see the blessing that God gave us. Not everybody can have children. There's women out there that wish they knew what it is to carry a child in their womb. There's women out there that wish they knew what it felt like to give birth to a child, to hold a child of their own blood in their hands. And there's women out there that don't have any consideration for the blessing that a child is in their life, and will use these children as a bartering chip. And it's so funny because when I was growing up, one of the stories that I heard when I found out that I was adopted was that my mom used me as a bartering chip, and used one of my other sisters as a bartering chip too, and I remember when I heard those stories, it kind of hurt. I was like, wow, that's how much I meant to my mother. That's it. That's all. And so that kind of damage is traumatizing. No child should ever feel like they're worth just only materialistic stuff. Children deserve to know that they're worth more than that they're priceless, that they're cherished and loved unconditionally. They should be nurtured and guided and motivated to do the best, be the best, because they are the best. They're a gift from God, and they are the best. And sometimes as a parent, we need to teach them that they are the best and they need to value themselves. But always with compassion, show them. It's okay to sometimes state your ground, but show them compassion and help them understand why you do what you do. Sometimes they'll be stubborn. I was, and they might not understand everything, but it still stays here. I remember all the advice my mother gave me growing up, all of it, all the advice she gave me growing up about things that now are essential to my livelihood. And one of the biggest things that my adoptive mother growing up taught me is that a war that is foretold can save soldiers from imminent death. Think about that. It is because God has blessed me that I hope I can help. I hope I can inspire. I hope I can motivate to stop these wars, to be able to save these people from detrimental harm. So if anybody's out there and anybody's hearing, there's a child that needs your help. There's a child that has been wounded. I'm hearing sirens, so that's confirmation for me. So I'm really praying and hoping that they're found, and they're found safely and sound, and are given to the person that is protecting them with their life. I'm sending my prayers, my positive thoughts, my love and consideration, and I'm hoping and praying that an archangel goes to the rescue. Sending all my prayers and my love. May God be with you guys and have mercy on this mother's soul for what she's doing. And God bless the person that defends this child with his own life, even though that child doesn't have his blood. God bless them, and I hope that they give him full custody of his child, because that child deserves someone to defend